What I'd like to have right now is for you highly emotional, highly sensitive, grown boys and girls of society to exit my channel as I speak to mature adult men and women on topics you get triggered on and are sensitive to. With that being said, the title of this video is called, Do Mixed and Biracial Boys Truly Want Unity? Or is there a low-key hatred towards mixed and biracial men and it's all fake? I've been watching some clips, videos on YouTube, and my brother and sister have been sending me some videos as well from Instagram. And I've been seeing a lot of mixed and biracial boys, speak on this unity, togetherness, and being on one accord to stop the hatred and the ugly, nasty stereotypes and all the false accusations when it comes to mixed and biracial men and how to deal with it properly. In my opinion, the way some of these boys speak doesn't seem genuine, doesn't seem authentic, doesn't seem real. It seems to me that they're doing it all for clicks and views and subs, particularly from females. They're saying some things that make sense, but is the message genuine? Is it true? I don't believe it is. In fact, I know a lot of mixed and biracial boys hate mixed and biracial men, mulatto men. You have mulatto boys who hate the mixed men, and you have the mixed boys who hate the mulatto men. And that's the truth. I know some people who are true see what I see. And I think it's time that they need to be called out on it. There are a lot of you wicked men who are 50-50. Sometimes you portray yourself as a man. You act like a man. But then when certain things don't go your way, you fall by the wayside and you start acting like a grown boy. Those are considered wicked men to me. And what I'm seeing is a lot of wicked men and grown boys on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, making these videos about unity and togetherness. It is not real. Because when it boils down to everything, when it truly gets down to the nitty-gritty, I know for a fact, and ladies, I'm not calling you this, so get ready. It's all about bitches. They don't care so much for the women because they know they can't get women. They're more concerned with the grown girls, the Wonder Women, the ones who are perverted and have all those assets that they lustfully enjoy watching. Big breasts, big thighs, big butt. They're concerned with bitches like that in their comment section and subbing to them. And what these grown mixed and biracial boys would do is that they'll go to your channel, see how many subs you have, go to your comment section and troll to see how many females are leaving comments. Because they don't want any females, the grown girls that is, that they lust after, to make comments. Because they're afraid that you, men, mixed and biracial men, you'll get more attention than him. So he wants his audience to be more female driven than male driven. It's fine to have both. That's what builds the channel. But in their case, these thirsty, lustful, deviant, perverted boys who are mixed and biracial want just the females on their channel. So you'll get some of them who will praise a female a grown girl, in my opinion. But they won't give a mixed and biracial man his props. Now, us men, we give each other props. We say go check that channel out or give a shout out and something like that. But some of these mixed and biracial boys will go to your channel, right? They go to your channel, watch your videos, watch it maybe 2 or 3 times, and then go make a video of theirs. And don't copy what you said word for word, but you'll hear some things that you said in your video and they put in their video or in their headline for their video, and act as if they just had the mind to make up that. No shout outs. I want to give a shout out to so and so for pointing this out. Now I'm going to give my 2 cents. Nothing. They just talk like as if they made it up. And that's a problem, because I know that before I started making videos again, because I had a previous YouTube channel, but it got deleted. But when I made my brand new channel and the things that I was saying when I first started, I know before all that, there was no mix of biracial boy or wicked men saying the things that I was saying. Because some of you are so afraid and so weak of these dark-skinned xenomorphs coming to your comment section, calling you mutt and half-breed and this and that and all that stuff like that. They come on my page running their mouth. I don't care. When they start talking really crazy, that's when I block them. But let them say what they need to say so you can screenshot it and post it and let people know this is their mindset, these xenomorphs. But before I made my new profile, none of you were saying the things that you're saying today. You were too afraid. You were too afraid, and that's the truth. And you know that's the truth. You didn't have a backbone until I started saying some real shit that needs to be put on the surface for everyone to see. Not just mixed men and women, not just biracial men and women, mulattoes, but every other race as well. And you mixed biracial grown boys act on this. You're cowards. There's a low-key hatred for mixed and biracial men from these boys. And like I said, it all boils down to bitches. And you guys know that's what it boils down to. Next, it boils down to one's physical appearance. I bet you my hair better than yours. I bet you my hair more wavier and curlier than yours. Look at my eyes. Look at my skin. Look at my physique. They don't really care about physique. They care more about the eyes and the hair, the skin. I bet you I'm a better mixture than you. What you mix with? Myself, my brothers, we've gotten this for a very long time. Elementary school, high school, college. What you mix with? I got it from the mixed boys. I got it from the biracial boys. What you mix with? What you mix with? Constantly. And when you hear that, you sound like a nigga. You sound like a dark-skinned xenomorph running your mouth like that. That's what they say. And for a male to say that to another male, or for a boy to say that to a man, you sound feminine. Because that's what females do when they're attracted to a man. They start to ask them, what do you mix with? You know, because you have nice features and whatnot. They start to say things like that. So whenever you get these boys coming in your comment section, ask you, can I ask what you mix with? Can I ask where you from? You sound like a xenomorph. That's exactly who you sound like. And it's very feminine. And it's not a good trait. And I already know you're not going to work on it because you're just too weak. You have this weak mindset that is so pathetic. It's almost on the same wavelength as the xenomorph. And Like I said in my previous video, you have to watch out for these mixed and biracial boys because they have the same deviant mindset as these dark-skinned xenomorphs because they yearn and lust for that approval. It's funny. You had these xenomorphs back in the day, 30, 40, 50 years ago, who yearned, lust after the approval of mixed men and women, and mulattoes, because they wanted to be part of the community. And now, it's like a reversal. You see these biracial mixed boys and girls wanting the approval of the xenomorphs. I mean, what the fuck? What is going on here? Seriously. I mean, what is actually going on here? But there's still some of these xenomorphs who still yearn for that attention. And you see them in these, I don't know, this is what I've been told. You see them in these discords, or you see, these Discord servers. You see them in these Reddit forums. I don't have that stuff. I don't know about it. I only hear about it now. They're on YouTube in the comment section. Look at them. They have their own little space, but yet they still keep coming to mixed and biracial men and women spaces because they yearn for acceptance. But now you boys are doing the same thing. And this is where the low-key hatred comes from, because us mixed men and biracial men don't accept you because of the way you act, how immature you act, how lame you act, how insecure you act. And that's what makes you act the way you do. That's where that hatred comes from. But you proclaim unity. Actually, you're like a spy for the xenomorphs. What you do is you go to my channel and every other mixed man's channel, biracial man's channel, get in the comment section and holler all this, yeah man, you telling the truth, no. Then you go back and go tell the xenomorphs, hey man, they talking about this, they talking about that, man, you need to go check them out, man. That's what they do. This is their mentality. And I know a lot of mixed men and biracial men know that this is what's going on. You have to be able to spot these phony, fake people. You get a lot of these boys sounding like these xenomorphs, but yet they talking about xenomorphs, but they sound like them in their videos. They sound just like them because they're still involved in the Cooney Tune, Coonette's life. That's their mindset. Yeah, I said Cooney Tune and Coonette. Cooney Tunes for the boys and Coonettes for the girls. This is their mentality. I don't believe they're going to stop. Again, it's all phony. It's not real. The way they want this togetherness, to be on one accord, to talk about the issues in which are very, very important today, which is the strong hatred and discrimination towards us mixed men and mulatto men. And I don't understand why these boys say that they want unity, but they're doing the complete opposite. You know, they're calling each other. You got some of them that's saying things that's not even making any sense. A lot of them are saying things in their videos that's not making any sense. You have some who are making sense, but they have that boy mentality. Stop with the phoniness. Stop being fake before I start truly saying you guys' names. But I'm not going to do that because that's not what a man does. You don't call out men on YouTube because that's just not manly. Unless someone starts calling you truly out your name and start putting your family in it, that's when you have to address someone. But other than that, no. So let me step back on that. I won't. But you guys know who you are. And then you act tough on this YouTube platform, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. You all act tough like like you didn't beat up some of these xenomorphs, like you didn't been in a fight with these xenomorphs. And you know damn well that if a xenomorph came in your face, you will cower like a bitch that you are. Even a mixed and biracial man who come in your face, you're gonna cower like a bitch that you are. And you know that's the truth. I had to deal, me and my brothers had to deal with these phony fake boys back in the day and up until now. Especially at work. You have to deal with them. With their little low-key, indirect shit talk that they do. I've had encountered many more biracial boys than mixed boys. Asking me what I'm mixed with and all that stuff and how long your hair. And how many girlfriends have you had? Shit like a xenomorph would ask. It just doesn't make any sense. What is wrong with you? We're at work. Why are you asking me stupid questions like this? And then when you come at them like that and say, look, do you feel that these questions are appropriate at work? Oh, I'm saying though. Just like a dark-skinned xenomorph. I'm telling you, men. You mix mulatto men. You need to pay close attention to these individuals because they're dangerous. They're just as dangerous as the xenomorphs. You need to be very, very careful. Keep an eye out. Because we all know what you guys are about. Always concerned with if you're a better mixture than them, about the bitches, about how much attention you're getting from the bitches in the comment section. Ladies, I'm not calling you bitches, okay? I'm talking about the grown girls that they lust after. I'm not calling the women, you know what I'm saying? I'm not calling you guys that. You ladies that. I'm referring to the grown girls that they lust after. And the men know what I'm saying. They know. So you guys need to understand that what's going on and know that it's just fake. And keep an eye out for these phonies because they're flooding YouTube, they're flooding Facebook, they're flooding Instagram, and they're all doing it for just massive clicks and views. They want to get famous. We know that's the bottom line. At the end of the day, you all want to get famous. Some of you don't even have jobs. You're trying to make YouTube a full-time job. You think that's appropriate for a man to do? Especially if he's in his late 20s, 30s. It's okay to make money on YouTube. There's nothing wrong with it. It's all fun. It's all good. But when you're trying to bite off other people to get those clicks and views, that's a problem. So what I said is what I said. And if you guys understand what I'm saying, just drop a comment. And of course, like the video, of course. And just know that the things that other boys have been saying amongst one another is not real. And they're too afraid to say the true things that they want to say because they know that those xenomorphs will come in their comment section and start talking all that crazy shit and they're going to start taking down their videos because that's how cowardly they are. I'm the man that said the things first before any of these people on here were saying anything. And that's the truth. And I'll see you guys in the next video.